Hi everyone, welcome to Alma Pilates and Yoga. My name is Marisol and I'm excited to do this class with you guys today. It's going to be a fit style class, functional interval training. For those of you who have no idea what that is, we're going to be essentially doing exercises for 45 seconds and then a 10-second rest and just continue to do that throughout the whole class. So I specifically like this style of training because sometimes it can be, as you guys know, a little difficult to kind of keep track of how long you're doing a certain exercise for on one side and on the other, and it's just a really great way to put on that counter on, let the clock decide how long you do an exercise for, and it makes things a lot of fun. It makes things pretty easy to get through. So I hope you guys enjoy it, but before we do get started, I want to make sure that you guys know and are aware of my online platform, APC On Demand. The link will be in the description box down below. And essentially, I've got some on-demand classes on there, 40 to 50 minutes long. I've got some 30 minutes in there as well, Pilates and yoga. And I think I'm gonna be doing some live classes on there as well, just because I know that my members who have signed up, some of them have requested that. So I'm not entirely sure yet, but all the information will be on my website, depending on what I decide, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Make sure that you've got your mat, a little bit of room, and let's start on our hands and knees. All right, my wonderful friends, hands underneath the shoulders. I like to do it with my knuckles down, toes underneath the heels. Take a huge inhale, get ready, and lift the knees. Hold it here. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Kind of started a little late into the 45 seconds, but we've got it. If you want to add some knee lifts and lowers, you're more than welcome to. Try to keep the weight equal in between the arms and the legs. Don't just favor the arms, don't just favor the legs if you can help it. Keep it going. 10 more seconds, nice and easy. Woo. And relax down. Whew. All right, we've got 10 seconds. So from here, bring your knees back, modified plank position or full plank position if you want more of a challenge. But instead of doing a plank, we're actually doing push-ups. So go ahead and bend those elbows, push the chest away. Bend the elbows, push the chest away. Now, fun fact, I actually filmed this exact class yesterday, and then realized once I finished filming that my mic was not connected to my computer. So my arms are very, very sore from having filmed this twice already. So everyone, we've got this. Not too long now. You guys are just gonna have to trust, or I guess you can look at my phone. Oh, it's not even the frame. Okay, cool. All right, from here, let's lay down on our backs. And we're gonna go into some bridging. So some simple bridges, but let's have our heels together, toes apart, feet flexed, hands down. Exhale, lift the hips up. Hold it up at the top and lower the spine down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lower down. And no matter what exercise we do, obviously you can choose the pace. It's totally fine. There's not a specific pace I want for you guys. Obviously, faster will warm up your body pretty well. Slower, you can take your time, but if there's any adjustments or anything you want to watch out for, slower might be the better pace. It's up to you. Find what feels good. I just realized the other day, because, what was I doing? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna lose track of time. Oh, okay, perfect. Lower the hips down. Separate your feet parallel, hip width distance apart. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips up. We're gonna hold this position, bring the right leg to tabletop, and then plant it down. And bring the left leg to tabletop and plant it down. So I'm a huge fan of Yoga with Adriene, as I'm sure most of you watching this are. And I just realized the other day that she says, find what feels good. And I never, well, maybe because I haven't been watching her videos consistently recently, I guess. I just never knew that. I've seen the F, W, F, G, but I never understood what that meant. So anyways, if I say that, I don't mean to copy her. I just generally mean find what feels good for your body. Good, and then lower the feet, lower the hips. Ah, nice. All right, from here, going into our hundreds, the legs can be straight or they can be bent, arms up, and press the arms down. You can choose to have your hands here or your legs here, keep it there, or you can pump your arms a few inches up, few inches down. Of course, if you lift your legs, it's a little bit more challenging. If you bend your knees, it's not as challenging. You're not getting the same type of work, but you can pretty much do whatever you want with your legs, you know? Again, find what feels good to you. I'm always gonna think of her when that pops in. Good, we've got this, team. It's not our traditional hundreds, but we're just gonna keep on going. And to be truthful, if you've ever taken a Pilates class and the instructor is counting down to hundreds, they probably aren't really counting. And relax. Oh, awesome. Okay, from here, let's come on to our sides. And both legs are going to lift, and you're gonna lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now, I don't actually lower the legs all the way down. I might barely tap the mat, and then I lift up. Now, I've got a little bit of cushion around my hips, so for me, this exercise doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. But if it does for you, you can always take some padding and place them right where your hip bones connect to the mat, and that should feel a little bit better, all right? If not, you can skip this and do something else. Maybe do a single leg lift instead. But I like the connection and the feeling I get and the engagement I get on the side of the body. Good, almost like I'm trying to wrinkle one side of my shirt. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Lay all the way down, same thing, lift and lower. Good. Now, someone asked me the other day, why do I have my AirPods in if I'm using a mic? And the answer is because I'm listening to music. And right now I'm listening to Gwen Stefani's No Doubt, which, by the way, I think I'm gonna do a Gwen Stefani playlist class on my online platform on APC On Demand. So if you're interested in classes like that that are themed, that have a specific artist or style of music that you like, go ahead and check that out. I think I've got a free 3 trial thing going, so I don't know. You gotta check the website. And relax. Good, okay. We're gonna come down onto our stomach. All right, so this one's nice and easy. This one, you're just gonna stretch your arms forward, lift the legs, and then down. Push your body away, and you can press your hips back and repeat. So lower, stretch and lift, hands on the floor, push away. Now, of course, you could do this with the knees lifted, so kind of coming up into a push-up and then downward dog. For those of you yogis out there that have the upper body strength to just kind of push your hips up and back, go for it. I've never been graceful at that, but I've also never spent time really perfecting that transition. I think I did get close once. Yeah. So anyway, do what you like and come up to seated for a second. We're gonna go into some planks and leg pull back. So come onto your forearms, stretch your legs, full plank here. And then when you're ready, lift the right leg up, lower. Lift the left leg up, lower. Ooh. What kind of music do you guys like to listen to when you're working out, besides the music that's on this video? I'd love to know. We've got this, team. Keep it going. Nothing to it. Three, 2, 1. Rest the knees. Good. All right. Shake out those arms a bit. Shake out those arms. Okay. Come onto your knees. Forearm on top of forearm. Hinging back from the knees up. Going into our thigh stretch. And then come all the way up. You can do this with your toes tucked or your toes pointed. I'm still not sure what I like best. I'll try them tucked today. And maybe try not coming all the way up. See how that feels. See if that's a challenge that you want to stick with. Inhale, exhale. We've got this, team. Just a few more seconds. Good, and then come up and relax out of it. Awesome, everyone. Okay, from here, let's come onto our sides. Put your hand down onto the floor, bend the bottom knee, lift the hips, extend the top leg up, and then start to lift and lower the top leg. Now, what if you want more of a challenge? Well, straighten the bottom leg and lift and lower, all right? Now, for this exercise, you prefer to be on your forearm. That's actually what I prefer. Then just go down onto your forearm, not a problem. The idea is to find as much space and distance between the waistline and the floor. You can even reach the top arm up if that helps you feel really open through the chest and the upper body. We got this, team. And relax back down. Nice. All right. Knees together. You can bend them. You can straighten them for a full side plank. And from here, we're going to lift the hips up, reach the top arm up and over, and then relax down. It's almost like I'm trying to tap my bottom hip to the floor. And then come up, down. Whew. Finding a rhythm, something that feels natural to your body, something that feels flowy. I know that the more consistent I try to keep a pace, the more challenging it becomes, obviously, because we get tired over time. It's harder to keep the same pace that we had at the beginning. But we've got it. Nothing to it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, so good. Let's try that on the other side. Again, forearms are straight arms. Bottom knee is bent or straight. Top leg for everyone will be straight. All right, when you're ready, lift the leg up and down. I love this. When I was going through my certification, I always would practice anything on my side. I loved using the obliques. I loved using the arms and just the side of the body. I always felt really strong. But yeah, what do you guys like to do? Do you like to do more like forward flexion ab work? Do you like to work on the muscles on the back side of your body? Glutes, hamstrings, low back, upper back? I'm curious. And relax. Ooh, all right. Last little bit here, gang. And then I believe after that we've got about 2 more. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, press the hips up and over and relax. Press the hips up and over and relax. After this, we get to lay down on the floor. So that's a great way to end side work here on our backs. Not super relaxed. Good. Now, another thing I want you to think about, a lot of people will say, myself included, think about getting the shoulders away from the ears. And while that might feel more comfortable, really the idea behind that is not letting your body sink towards the mat. Instead, trying to be lifted, trying to engage a little more through the bottom arm. And relax down. Good. All right, we're gonna lay down on our backs. All right, hug the right knee into the chest. You can stretch the leg up if you'd like a little bit more flexibility, and switch, grab the other leg. Now again, what if you want more of a challenge? Hands behind the head, rotate to the right leg. Switch, hands behind the head, rotate to the left leg, and continue. After this, we've got 1 more exercise, and we're done. Let me know also if you like interval training like this. I know it's good for me. I tend to overthink when it comes to counting and trying to keep track of time. And relax back down. All right, last little bit. Let's come on up to seated. Hands behind your hips. We're gonna go into reverse plank. And lift. Lower, tap, and lift. Lower, tap, lift. Lower, tap, lift. Lower, tap. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys like, because I always just want to make content that you guys want to watch, you know? Whew. All right, guys, this is the home stretch. This is the last 10 seconds. Man, dude, 10 seconds feel a lot different when you're doing reverse planks. And relax. Whew. All right, let's come onto our hands and knees. Not so much an exercise, more of a stretch. Tuck your toes underneath your heels, hands on the floor. Inhale, exhale, press the hips up and back. Taking a breath, pressing the heels down. I don't know about you, but there's something about being upside down just feels really nice. Calming even. Good, and then walk your feet closer to your hands. Walk your hands back to your feet. And bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, curl on up. Whew. Awesome, everyone. And we have just finished a really short, really effective, really to the point Pilates Fit class. So if you like this class, let me know in the comments below. And if you're thinking about joining us on APC On Demand, check the description box below, because you're going to see a link, and I believe I should have some sort of a free trial already set up for you. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a really, really awesome day, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.